Yeah, your head looks really good.
Little eyes here. Actually, I do this weird unconscious thing with these now. Sometimes the pencil, you have to actually spin it every now and then. You know, it wears down and then you get a dull spot. I don't even think about it. It's just like automatic. Do like 5 or 10 strokes and then just spin it.
Talking to another specimen, and they're actually using this thing right here as a way of communicating. Yep. It's like
You have to go through
this
that.
oyster. They're on the internet. Oh my God! He's about to finish the big one. Can he do it, folks? Can he do it? He's gone all this way without any obvious, I don't know, bogeys, we'll say. This is Paul, and we're in Daniel Zeller's studio. We started in the upper left-hand corner when I first started shooting here, and now we are getting right down to the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about doing these. I've done a lot of these with these rows of marks, and I think the repetition of it is a big part of how they develop and setting up just sort of this tedious rhythm that at some point I work with, introducing an element that will integrate with it and change the flow. I mean, I guess that's what drama is. You get a lot of tedious time where nothing's happening, and then suddenly you have to change course and do something else. These tend to be set up that way.
So, whose work did you see that helped you kind of
I
move on your course?
Probably Chris Burden is one of my favorite artists I saw as a student. He just has the range of totally minimal to totally maximal. His Medusa's head, I remember seeing that. I think it was in Soho.
I have that on tape.
Do you? Really?
1993.
Yeah, I was
At Gagosian.
Yep, Gagosian down in Soho.
Yeah. This is the same one that was at the Brooklyn Museum, right? So, Walter, what do you got to say about this thing? This is really cool. Look, oh my God. You're sort of driving over this and you're thinking, man, if this place was clear and I was in a This is fun. We're typically awestruck viewers here, aren't we?
So in this drawing I've penciled in a skeleton that is, this aerial view. I've just penciled in where certain elements are and I'm working around it, and then at some point I'll just ignore the pencil marks and I'll treat it as an abstraction again, probably.
Does your father being a physicist have anything to do with it?
It's probably because I've always been exposed to different kinds of science, and in a way, just the way he worked was interesting to me. He's more of a experimental physicist back when he was, working. I'm trying to figure out how much of the structure do I respect and leave there, and how much do I just ignore it and just cover it. So it's kind of a way of pushing myself in a different direction at this point, I suppose. I'd like to see a time lapse on one of these. I've been actually thinking about setting up a camera and just doing like a shot every.
I know, well, I've got distortion going on over here too. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Wait, whoa. This drawing is minutes away from being finished. And it's taken a couple of months. So it's a really big moment. So we're here at the Daniel Zeller studio. We're in Williamsburg. He's represented by Pierogi. He's got a show coming up pretty soon. He's also represented by Daniel Weinberg in Los Angeles. And someplace in Italy, right?
Michel Soskin in Spain, Madrid.
Spain, close to Italy. Got this river coming up. River travels all the way up from the Amazon, crosses an Amazonian river, and smacks into Cleveland. Those pictures of
Cleveland rocks.
All right, the Drew Carey Show.
No, the Ian Hunter song.
Oh, Ian Hunter. Was he Molly Hatchet? Or what was
No.
What was his band?
Oh God. What was his band? He was solo for a while, but he had some band before that. It was the, what do you call it?
Are you yawning?
Yes. Sorry. My kid woke up at 3:30 last night. He was up for half an hour.
Okay.
It's like every night in the last week has been like I haven't slept more than 4 hours a night. 2 weeks now, I think.
Might get into a music video.
This will be the most exciting music video ever. A million lines.
Yeah, well, you never really know.
Oh, I know.
We have a new reality show based on bricklaying.
Yeah. I'll get some good ratings, I'm sure.
There we go. It's kind of cool. We're going handheld on this, folks.
I'll make sure I don't screw it up. Ruin the whole drawing.
He's only done all this, all the way up there. It's about 20 feet.
Just under 3,000 square inches. Alright.
There it is. We're in the home stretch. This is it.
Ta-da!
Whoa.
Last.
How's it feel, man? Yeah?
Where's the champagne poured over my head?
That's good. Yeah. That is. Well, hell. Come on. We're looking at over 2 months.
2 months.
Right?
About that. Yeah. Not all day, every day, though. I take a lot of breaks.
Well, I mean, we've shown how you break up the task load every
Yep.
day so that more than one thing's getting done at once, and at the same time, you know, you're taking care of yourself.
Right.
because if you were just doing this all the time, you'd probably be crippled by now, right?
I would have carpal tunnel for sure.
And you're not. And that's the great thing. It's like you're not.
I think it's done. Sometimes I have to go back and tweak something, but I don't think I will.
River from the Amazon travels horizontally all the way across the bottom half. So you said there was a title.
Yeah, there's
work,
a title.
right?
It's probably, well, I'm not sure yet. It'll probably be just the names of the rivers and the lake. But I might come up with something different. I don't know yet. We'll have to see.
You know,
I can remember the name of the river. That would help. I know it's not the Amazon. It feeds the Amazon. It's got like a Spanish name.
I like that. Makes me feel better about myself.
That's what we aim to do here.
Thank you. I'm hoping that'll make a lot of people feel better about themselves in that. You know, he just doesn't have it all. That's extraneous, though, the title of something. Because,
at this point.
I mean, because you might change the title at the last minute.
Yeah, and a lot of times I don't like the title after it's titled.
Yeah, I mean, once you put the title on it.
That's the title.
Receding resources, resource contraction, that drawing. Right. You know, and that was a topology. I mean, to me, it was. I mean, it was topography. There was a certain kind of a map going on there. I mean, you had a title on it. The title was like really, kind of specific. I mean, in a way, I read into resource contraction.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And that blue area meant something. And so
the titles are funny because I usually title them when I have to, which is when they leave the studio. What is it? And then I look at it, and it's usually the first sort of thing that pops into my head.
Yeah.
And I'll work with that, and maybe go to the thesaurus and try to come up with some different words that mean the same thing. You know, I want them to be sort of evocative of what's going on in the drawing, but also I don't want them to lead too much.
Well, resource contraction seems pretty...
What resource of what, and what's contracting? You know, it's wide open enough.